Hello everybody, Shifu the Cards here, doing another video, deck guide, deck strategy, deck building, whatever you want to phrase it. It's gonna be an exciting episode. I just wanted to start off with a recap. Gwent After Dark, second episode. My main man Ruben went really well. It's great to have him part of the show. He really added a lot. I think we had some good chemistry. I think it's gonna go really well. So I'm really excited about that. And I wanted to mention that all the hard work that Multis does on the Gwent DB site. Made a lot of changes to it. It's really cool, different layouts and things like that. You can actually look at decks by leaders, excuse me, and then see who's made, I guess the more popular decks for that particular hero. So you can start off here with full test. You see this scrub, whoever he is, has a lot of decks in there. Just busy work. The next hero, you go through and you have some new people in here. Gum Face Punch, pretty solid little creator there, made some good decks. Make a name for himself. Listopat. A lot of these people are on Skyhead Captain. A lot of people on the Gwent Discord server, which if you aren't on there, you need to get there. This is one of my favorite new heroes. And you see some familiar names. There's old King Blacktooth, might have heard of him. Mythic Pilot, there he is. He's a beast, really good, solid creator, and knows a ton. So it's good to see him up there in the leaderboards, that particular general. We're going through, and this is Soyatel. I have a couple of decks in there. There's Molster, the guy that does just so much work for the server, does some good stuff. Zemulian, I don't know how to pronounce his name. This is a hot little creator. I don't know why I'm saying little. Hot. Okay, anyway, it is a hot creator right now. Made some really good decks. Really on fire. Check his decks out. I'm going through. Little League, horrible name. Hashtag 25. I'm just kidding. Little thing with us. Little League, good creator. There's his little deck. Theory Crafted, I like it. A Round of Gwent, one of the more intelligent members of our community. Really good writer. I'd like to see him up there with some of the boards here. Skadjeff, God, I'm pronouncing that name horribly. I'm sorry. A very prominent member of the community. Basically, I'm just giving Gwent community love right now, to be honest with you, before I go into decks. There's Mirror Cats, truly funny dude, great creator, good player. Watch out for him. He'll be on leaderboards all the time. Monsters, there's Molster and Mirror Cats again. I'm up there, but that's, I'm overrated. The next one we have Molster again, as he's showing different decks from CDPR. Listopat, Skadjeff, sorry, and like I pronounce that name. Go through the leader, just calling out, just giving people love here. This is a weird episode already. Zemulian, this right here is one of the hotter decks. My good friend, my main man, King Blacktooth, did a video on this, a Foglet combo. Really good video, breaking it down, a really good deck. There's Mirror Cats again. He's starting to become, all over the place. There's King Blacktooth with his Mirror Monster Baby Booners, a nest deck, I believe. Really good. Molster again there's Shifu the Cards, that doofus. There's King Blacktooth, Chess Haha, really good builder. Hey Chess, how's it going? Zemulian Skadjeff. God, I hope I don't see his name again. No offense. I'm pretty much all over Harold the Cripple. I like to build that deck. Ace to Win. Let's see. Go to the next one. Gum Face Punch. There he is. I like that name. And yeah, Keymaker. Hey, Keymaker. Really good creator in our Discord server. So I like this. It goes through and tells you the hotter decks of those particular leaders. Still, you can go in. You can dive deeper into deck builder decks. There's trackers. Discussions. Really did a great job making the site and kind of evolving. I'm very proud to be part of the site for a very long time. And you can scroll down and there's little news and notes and kill the servers. And then goes through some old stuff, additional cards, all the same stuff. Deck spotlights. There's one of my decks. Shameless plug. I can say, wow, I'm so surprised. But yes, I did scroll down shamelessly to get to one of my decks on the server. It's horrible, and I feel bad. Also, Cox.net. So a lot of good stuff, and he does a good job. Underrated, and I really appreciate all the hard work he does. Now, one of the features I like to go into here before we get into one of my decks, and honestly, as we shoot this, I don't really know what deck I'm going to go into, to be perfectly honest with you. So let's go see. Let's go to Herald the Cripple, and if it bleeds, we can kill it. That's one of the videos. I've done that video. I've done Let Me See Your Warcry video, done the Graveyards and Dragon video, and always recycle the chicken meta. So all these ones that are in the top of his decks, I have a video out on YouTube. Please go see it at youtube.com/Shifu of the Cards. Really appreciate that. So let's look at something different. I think we've covered Herald the Cripple with 4 videos. I didn't realize. It makes me sad. Northern Realms, put the mustard on the hot dog, Scorched Earth. Those were decks I made, and Focus Control. Those were all decks I made at the Gamescom edition, and things have changed. So I think what I might do, and all together now, that's a new card. That's a new one. I don't think I've done a video on that one. So let's take a look at that. So we click on it, open the link. Made August 20th, so that was quite a while ago. Let's see how many silvers and whatnots it has. Can I look at this? No, this is a new deck. Yeah, this is a new deck. Well, no, it's an old deck because I don't have the look it for YouTube comments here. So let's see. We got Triss. We got Dandelion. We got John Natalis. We got Zoltan Animal Trainer for buffs. Blue Stripes Commandos. Alright, we got some interesting stuff here. Dunbanner Heavy Cavalry. Alright, so it looks like a pretty basic deck. How many cards? Total 34. So let's go ahead and trim a deck. Let's go ahead and make a deck together. That's what we'll do. We'll call this a reimagining of a Gamescom deck into a Kill the Servers and a new Gwent deck. And I like to have, there's 3 different ages of Gwent for me right now. There's the I call it the Silver Age. And the Silver Age, I call it that because a lot of the silver cards now were just basic cards you use in Witcher 3 Gwent. So we go to Edit Deck, all together now, and we look. What I'm saying is, like Decoy, for example. Decoy, you could have 3. Scorch, you could have 3. Commander's Own, you can have 3. They're all now silver. So I'm calling now the Witcher 3 the Silver Age. Then there's Gamescom Gwent, which is this in-between period from Witcher Gwent into the new Gwent, where you have gold, silver, bronze, which is much, much better and awesome. So that's kind of where we are. So we're transitioning today's deck. We're making a Gamescom Gwent deck into a new Gwent deck. So let's go ahead and start by looking at some of the basic ideas. And this is interesting. So I have 29 cards. So this is interesting. A discussion comes up. A lot of people were joking around on the Discord servers about what's the appropriate deck length. Now, for tournament players, and I've been playing for 20 some odd years, I understand that the very bare minimum is where you want to be to really focus and get the good cards you need when you need them. The more cards you have, generally, it lessens the chance of you getting the particular theme or focal point of your deck. So you want to streamline it to 25. So we made some jokes and things like that, and I said I'm never going to do that because I'm very unconventional. I like to do things a little bit different. Hearthstone made you have 30, and you were at 30. That was all you could do. I just like to have fun. I like to be creative. I like to just do whatever. So I will never do a 25 deck. I promise you I won't. I'll be 26. Hashtag 26. Live forever. A little fun with that, but we'll see what I'm talking about. All right. So first thing we do is there's some things we like about this deck from Gamescom. I love Poor Infantry, and I just I would probably want to keep them. I don't know that Triss has much to do with this kind of deck, so we'll get rid of her right off the bat because I don't know if we really want to care about wounding. We've got to decide on a theme. We've got to decide on what we want to do. So we can either be concerned with the opponent's deck or unconcerned with the opponent's deck. And for this particular one, we're going to be unconcerned with the opponent's deck. So we can look at Dandelion, create and play a Commander's Horn. That's very interesting. So obviously we have a lot of buff ups. So we have 2 non-gold units, add 3 strength to each of them. These synergize well with the Reaver Scouts. Convert this unit to gold. This is just a big beefy character to protect against Scorches, and also just to give some threats. I don't even see a reinforcement here, so Move a turn. Okay, so you have this basically just a pump up deck. Don't necessarily need Priscilla for this one. Um, let's see. So we have pump ups. I don't know if there's any Dandelion. Honestly, there's better cards in there. This one might be pretty solid. Odrin, Reaver Scout. So we're at the 26. We're at the beauty point. We can't have two Commander's Horned anymore, so we can take those out. Operator, I'm not really going for random RNG here. We're kind of tweaking it down. We're trimming the Christmas tree first before we put all the ornaments on, so to speak. I like having gold. I like having these gold. For infantry, I almost said the other one, so that's good. Add +2, that's good. If you have Blue Stripes Commando, generally you want to have Vess, because that will add to the strength of each succeeding unit, and she brings one in, so that's also a possibility. So Vess, we're 3 cards short of our Magic 26. Zoltan Animal Trader might be gilding the lily a little bit, so we can drop him. So we're 4 cards short. I do like Odrin. I do like all these cards as the meat of the deck. Are there any cards I would like to add to give it more meat? Let's see. I can always put a Clear Skies in there. But definitely going to put a Reinforcement. Reinforcement plus, Reinforcement plus, if I can find them, Reaver Scouts is like peanut butter and jelly. Just so much combos you can make from there. I also probably want to do some Battlefield pullback cards. That won't be bad in case they're pulled. So this right here is the very bare minimum of a very nice Northern Realms deck, where you can pump up. You can actually take out one of him and just put a Vess in there, so you get a little benefit there. Of 2, I think is good. Vess adds another one. I think that's fine to keep the deck constructed nice and tight. So we put Vess in. So we go to 5 to 7, and she would bring in a 9, or vice versa. So that's not too bad. We're just kind of playing with it as we build it here. Let's see. If we're looking at, might put a couple of Clear Skies, might be something. Medics are also good. We might put 2 medics in. Medics are really good, especially with Reaver Scouts, especially with reinforcements. I mean, if you think about it, if you play a medic, right, and then you reinforce that medic, that turn 2 or turn 3, she could just bring a massive case of pain to the equation. And we're putting it at the magic number of 25. Obviously, we can't be a conformist. We're not going to stop at 25. So we're going to have to go to that next level. You know, instead of turning the volume up to 10, we're going to go one more, 11. Is this louder? So we're going to go that one more extra. So that's what we do. That's what we hashtag one more extra. So we're going to look at what we can add to this deck that would really be good for power. Neneki would be really good. We go to the theme, so let's look at what Neneki would do. We have no gold cards, but 1. John Nautilus, a good one to have. So he fits the theme. Neneki fits the theme. 2 Field Medics puts us up to 26. 3 Reaver Scouts. 2 Kadvani Siege Experts. Odrin, I like it. Neneki, I like it. Pretty straightforward, very simple style Northern deck. Now what you can do is you can take out one of these, Dunbanner Light Cavalry, because they really don't do too much in terms of anything other than beef. And you take out, in fact, we're going to take out all of those because they really don't add to us. They're just plain cards. We can put better cards in there. So we have this deck. We're at 23. We can add 3 cards to it. We can certainly go 1 more Field Medic, 1 more Blue Stripe Commando to really play that up. We could go Blue Stripe Scout, choose a non-goal unit, and add 4 strength to it. That wouldn't be too bad. We can go Blue Stripe, well, we can add another one of him. We can go Clear Weather, because right now Clear Weather would hurt. Excuse me, Weather would hurt. Or we could go, we can make it a promotion deck. We can go 2 promotes and a 2 promotes and a, let's see, what could we do? Let's do this. Let's change our hero, Henselt, if we're going to go promote. No, we're going to keep that. We're going to keep him, and we're going to go convert all copies of it to gold. So we're going to go to promotes, and we're going to go, I really kind of want to say either a blue stripe or another field medic, but since we have Neneki, there's no point in doing that. So we'll go another blue stripe commando. And that puts us to the magic number of 26. Now, what would hurt us here? Now, see, with the blue stripe commando and keeping full test, we can really do some damage with promotion. Okay. So what we could do is, let's say we happen to get a blue stripe commando, and then we reinforced him, be 5, 7, 9, and then we hit the promotion, then there's nothing to do to it. Likewise, we could field medic them out, Neneki them out, and keep on going. If they get scorched or whatever before we could do it. The fact that they are 5, 7, 9 protects themselves from scorch. So they don't, this one, the 7 will protect the 5, the 9 will protect the 7 and the 5, and that's how that kind of works there. And then you could get an 11. I like that they convert themselves to hero. You have a little chance to maybe pump them up before they turn, which is nice. And that's basically what you're doing. You're kind of I turned this deck, which was a, what was it called? I forgot the name of the deck now. All Together now. It's still All Together now, but now we're promoting ourselves. We'll call this deck Winning Through Self-Promotion. Which is something I love to do. And so that's the deck now. We made a quick little promotion deck in Northern Realms. A lot of fun. Now you could use Henselt if you want, but I think that we are buffing ourselves with the blue stripes, with some poor infantry to get more presence on the board faster using full test ability. Also, we could create a copy of a field medic and get more people from the graveyard. We could put more Reaver Scouts. We could create a copy of whatever we wanted to really pump ourselves up. So I think this is definitely the way to go. I think this is a nice little quick promotion deck, and it shows how you take a deck that was Gamescon, the Middle Ages of Gwent, and convert it into a new Gwent. And I hope you enjoyed it. Kind of a look at deck building. If you haven't built a deck before, it might be kind of helpful. Building around a theme, looking at how cards synergize, and kind of walking through the process of taking a deck and tweaking it just a little and making it New Age. Now, of course, there'll be changes that come up, and you'll always be able to adapt on the fly. And then you want to look and do one final cards, the weaknesses of the deck, right? That's one of the things, the weaknesses. Well, weather would kill us. So monster weather decks, which I think are going to be pretty prevalent, might be pretty tough. So we have to play smart with that and stay on the siege road. But weather decks would definitely be an issue. So if we run into weather decks, one of the things about building a deck is once you build a deck, you're not married to it forever, right? You can change the deck. So if you find that you're running into a lot of monster decks, maybe you tweak down some of these cards. Maybe you put one promotion, one heavy cavalry, and put 2 clear skies in, and you figure out ways to go in there. And there's other cards we don't know. So weather decks might be a problem. You have no defense. You have no scorches. You're pretty much just saying, I'm going to be bigger than you and stronger than you, and there's just that's it. There's nothing else to do with it. We're just going to hero power up, and that's all there is to it. So what you could do with that, if you're looking at for some defensive measures, is you're going to have to do something to take them down. So what you can do if you're running all these promotion cards is you can take one of these down, one Blue Strike Commando down, and take one of the poor infantry down, right? And then you can add 2 epidemics. Because what that says is basically destroys the weakest non-gold units. Well, your whole deck synergizes around making your deck gold. So by epidemics, you could epidemic, if you're playing a monster deck, for example, and he had a 17 strength creature, epidemic would then kill it. If they have a lot of little ones, it would destroy it. You may just put one epidemic in, and then put a poor infantry in. So you can tweak the deck however you see fit as you run into whatever problems you run into. But it's a standard. And in fact, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to. I think I'm gonna put. I really want to put two promotion. I really want to put two epidemics in here. I don't know that I need. He'll come in too much. I'll put two epidemics in. Leave a little bit of offense, but just put a little bit of defense in. So if you have an opponent that swarms a board with a bunch of monsters at 2 strength, epidemic, clear them out right as soon as they played. Knock their little foglet combo out, or 4s or 5s, and destroy them that way. So that's what you're doing. You're pumping them up, and you're destroying them as you go with epidemics. So because you will have gold and they will not, or you will have stronger gold and they will not. I think that could work, and then you could change it down according to as you see. Whoa, why did? Oh, the old cards must have gone down there. So let's go ahead and put the. There we go. That's weird. So for some reason they were down here for some reason. So we have no range. And so looking at the deck, I'm kind of tweaking it, looking to see what could be a defense, what could be a weakness of the deck. Do I want to put a poor infantry, or do I want to put a blue stripes commando? I think I want to put a blue stripes commando. And then I really kind of like the blue stripes scout. I want to put 2 in there. Puts me at 28. And I know some people are like, oh no, what? I just like blue stripes scouts. And I think clear out 1 promotion. Oh, well. I'll clear out 1 promotion. If I can. In theory. 1 promotion, definitely reinforcement. I like the epidemics. I like the stuff you can get. I like pumpables. These are both pumpables. Graveyard. I like the fact that it keeps on coming back. Epidemic. Reinforcement. Like adding the blue stripes. Let's see. I don't necessarily have to have vests. But whenever whenever a gold card is played on your side of the battlefield, play a blue stripes commando unit from your deck. Okay, well that's interesting. That changes things quite a bit. I thought she just came into play and summoned 1, so she might have changed. So that now changes a lot. So now Vest becomes integral to this deck for just spawning these guys rapidly. So you want to put 3 in there for sure. I want to put. I'm not going to go with any defense. I know I'm going back and forth. I don't want to go any defense. I think I'm just going to go and just try to promote and be heroes and have Vest be a win condition, then get her back and then do the same thing. That's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to keep it at 26, hashtag 26, and see what it could do. Yeah, I'm going back and forth. I'm going back and forth in my head. Vests. And then, yeah, it's just straight offense. And I'm a control player, so the problems that I'm going through my head are that I like to have defensive measures, so I'm struggling with it. I think this is a very good, solid beginner deck for Gwent. If you're just getting into the game, this will work really well. Shows you some basic combos and working with some different synergies. I think this is really good. I think it's winning through self-promotion. Oh, missed that. So we'll do that. We'll do winning through self-promotion. I think it works really well. And we're going to submit it. And then it gives you the deck guide. And originally, this deck was going to be a Gamescon, Reaver Scout Tip Master Muster Board combos, Deck doesn't believe in defense or taking it easy. All-out offense deck. So it still wasn't an all-out offense deck. It's still staying an all-out offense deck. Instead, what you have is now a focus on developing your board with combo pieces, either through your hero, or your medics, or Neneki, or your Reaver Scouts. So you're pulling these combo pieces together, focusing on cards, and then promoting them to win, either through their own mechanic, or your promotion ability that you have here, or your reinforcements. So pretty nasty little deck, pretty solid basic deck. Could do pretty well. Winning through self-promotion. Shifu the cards. I kind of meandered a little bit as I went through my mind and creative process. Hope you liked it. Thank you very much for watching. I'll be making some more videos. The next episode of Gwent After Dark is Sunday, 2 days before the big day, Gwentness Day, as Commander Horn calls it, on the 23rd, October 23rd, 2016. The third edition of Gwent After Dark. We'll have some pretty cool stuff for you, more story lore concepts, and then 2 days later, the big day, just the big day. So we're all excited about it, and I have a week off of work to stream, hopefully the whole time. I'm gonna do a 24-hour stream somewhere in there. I'm excited about that, and so hopefully I get it in. It'll be awkward, right? Anyway, y'all have a good day. Thank you for watching so much. Thank you for all the support. Shifu the Cards on Twitch, on Twitter, on YouTube, everywhere. Thank y'all for watching, man. It means a whole lot. Have a good day. And now, just